Hi everyone. I wanted to do a quick reaction video about something that happened this weekend. I was trying to do my taxes for the year 2025. Ordinarily, it's not something to write home about. You just collect all the documents and you submit it to TurboTax, and TurboTax gives you the number, and you just pay, and it submits to IRS. But this time around, I wanted to try Agentic AI instead, and I just downloaded the app. I just created a folder with all my files and asked GPT 5.2 to crunch the numbers and give me a refund amount or the amount I owe IRS. And I picked GPT 5.2 because it's probably the most reliable model in terms of like thoroughness and correctness and everything. It's the slowest one. The number didn't match, so you might say, okay, that shows it proves that it's not ready yet. It's hallucinated something. But I decided to kind of debug it as a software problem, and it turned out that TurboTax didn't have access to one of the forms from my brokerage bank account, and the ones that form was because of the API access, they wasn't open. So once that form I uploaded to the TurboTax, the number matched, and that kind of quick way to verify if your return that Agentic AI made for you is correct. Obviously, in retrospect, what it's possible to do is to generate tax returns for the previous year and compare it with the PDFs that you have already. But yeah, it was a quick check. TurboTax has this nice thing that they show the refund amount up front without you having to pay for it, which is a nice trick to lure customers, but it backfired this time for them because I was able to do it as use it as a checksum for my implementation of TurboTax, you can say. So what are the implications? Now, this time around, I paid to TurboTax still for one reason and one reason only, because there's no electronic way for me to do it to submit the tax return to IRS. I would have to print it out and mail it and do all and sign it and everything. So I was just not feeling it. And but next year, or maybe next year, I will do it for sure. And I imagine a lot of people will submit tax returns by mail this year as well, just because $200 is nothing to sneeze at if you have to pay to CPA or whoever. The implications for me, I already said. Next year probably I'll do it for sure. The company implication for the company, you probably heard that Intuit, which is the company that owns TurboTax, shares dropped 15% or something. I think it should drop even more because I don't see them growing in terms of customer base. Probably not the average customer of TurboTax, but still there will be more and more people like me doing the same thing, and it will be much more easier over time for people just use ChatGPT interface to do the same thing. For the software industry, that's a good question. It will change, and of course there's so many opinions about how exactly, and I had my opinions in writing from 2 or 3 years ago. Maybe I'll share in some other video. But yeah, I just wanted to share this interesting experience of me trying Agentic AI, not just for coding but for other things as well. Maybe I'll do another video of how to use agentic AI for writing fiction. And yeah, I'll encourage you to try it and see how it works for you.